Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're following me right now, I'm AspieAnswersAll. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness series versus sharing you guys my life story based on my everyday encounters with suspicious syndrome and the like. I also give tips and advice along the way with the mental health disorders, fear, whatever it may be. Also, do some messages of hope regardless when you are going through your personal struggles, and I'm here as a mentor, support person, advocate, you name it. I'm hoping to be there as much as I can for others around me. Also, basically, just to give you a heads up, I'm taking a break from the Let's Talk series, which I'm going to get back on board in the next hopefully 3-4 days prediction wise, but I'll let you know later on in the piece if I do get on board to that again, just to let you know of certain bits. Right, as you know, basically, this is just a tidy up of certain bits. So this one's how to stim discreetly part 2, which is preparing the event. And this one's also, it's just about, just some tips and advice along the way. Okay, so let's begin this before I run out of time. Number 1 is consider taking breaks. As we know, taking breaks for any one of us, be it non-autistic, autistic alike, it's okay to have breaks once in a while. See if we can temporarily withdraw ourselves from the situation that's causing us to stim and stress out so much to the point that we need to rebalance ourselves. For example, sometimes some of the classic ones that really overwhelms us could be when we're at a get-together of a family reunion or a party. We could take a long bathroom break to stim and relax, or offer to drive and pick up the pizza halfway through so you can be alone in the car and just do it privately in your car, hopefully. Okay, another one is basically just a tip here is if everyone was present at that party situation here, say maybe, or some event, knows about that you have special needs, be it autistic or not, you may be able to retreat to a calming down corner or a quiet space without anyone thinking this is unusual, strange, weird, bizarre, whatever the case may be. Number 2, communicate your special needs to others around beforehand though, however. As we know, basically, we need to explain to our professors that we are disabled or we're not disabled, or to tell our relatives that you'll need some time in your calming down corner or wherever it may be that you want your privacy to stim. This makes your behaviour seems less alarming when they see it happen. A classic tip here is example script. Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I have special needs, and this party is going to be a little challenging for me for the very first time. I may need to take breaks now and again from socialising. I may possibly want to leave early. If you see me acting a little strange or avoiding people, please know that everything's okay and I'll re-engage as soon as I can, or when I feel well enough. Okay, another tip here is people like to feel helpful. Often they're accommodating once they know what's going on. Number 3, see if you can modify the situation to your benefit. You see, sometimes when it comes down to changing bits and pieces in our room or wherever it is happening, it can be beneficial for us. For example, we may be able to remove some of the sources of the worries from the picture. Like a clear few tips here, like he say, is maybe go shopping earlier in the morning if you think it's not going to be too crowded for you, or even late at night if you can to avoid the crowds. You'll have less stimuli going on and lower chances of meeting a judgmental stranger if you do begin to start the stimming process when you get that overwhelming feeling. Another tip here is spend most of your family reunion time entertaining the children far away from your grandparents. Another one is 3, disabled students can ask to take exams in a separate quiet room. I've sure as hell done this in the past, basically for myself in some cases at Polytech versus basically in an intermediate, well, not intermediate as such, but shall we say high school, and many people may think it's weird, but hey. Then you can flap your hands, arms, or whatever you do to your heart's content without the fear of disturbing people. Number 4, consider it would be easier to avoid this situation altogether. Avoiding conspicuous stims can take a lot of energy sometimes for most of us, especially if you're the type who needs to stim that very often. So, if so, it may be easier to fix the situation instead. Tip here is decide not to attend the family reunion. You can develop a fever for this purpose. This will allow you to be yourself without giving fuel to your grandparents' rants or experiencing the stress of wondering when they'll complain if you're under 18. Ask parents' permission first, however. Number 5, get plenty of activity to meet your sensory needs. If you're quite of a fidgeter, I know sometimes I can be, or get bored easily, getting enough physical activity will reduce the need for us to stim when you're in social situations. It will also help us to feel calm and energized. Some tips here: we could run around the block, jump possibly on a trampoline, dance to our favourite music, climb trees and other objects, just anything really, just to keep us fit and active and just distracted from when we want to stim. Number 6, get some deep pressure beforehand. Browse through the internet with a weighted blanket on your legs or offer to exchange back rubs with your sister or brother or whoever. In a pinch, pile heavy things upon yourself or pull your clothing tightly up over your body. Deep pressure will help you feel more relaxed before the big events that's gonna come your way. Number 7, avoid planning stressful things before or after the events that has come your way. Okay, if you're feeling distressed, however, you'll need to stim more to come down, right? It's best to do something fun beforehand, like indulging in a special interest or reading a good book for an hour or so before that big event. Afterwards, you'll probably feel tired, so don't overestimate your capacity to handle things then either, however. Number 8, last but not least, choose your alternative stims beforehand. Reading a list of stims and find what sounds useful and practice using them to see what works and what doesn't work for you. That way you won't suddenly discover that the replacement stim you chose wasn't effective. Then you'll be left wondering what to do. So be prepared at all times, as the saying goes. Okay, some tips here is: tip number 1, the autistic community can offer plenty of advice on stimming, and number 2, it helps to think of several alternatives stims in case you don't feel like one of them would help you after all. That way you will have several backups ready to go. So these are just a few quick tips and stuff, so bear with me. Some of these stuff that I'm reading from, what I've learned, basically it works for me, may not work for you though. However, like I said, I'm just a normal everyday Joe blog sharing you my life experiences with my journey of suspicious syndrome and everything else that comes in that territory. So hopefully that it will give you the lowdown how I work, basically. Hopefully maybe if it doesn't work for you, like I said, please seek professional help or a second opinion if you need it. Also, give me the like for thumbs up for support, comment below. Basically, for the commenting below, what I want to do, challenge you all right now, especially for the ones that do the stimming, as I've just introduced this series right now to try and tidy up. What are the stims that you actually do, and what do you do to prepare before and after some of the events that comes your way? What was beneficial for you? How did you feel about it? Would you change anything about you stimming, or what have you? These are just going to be a few questions that I'm opening up for discussion right now, so don't be afraid to actually answer to these, please. I'm just trying to hopefully understand you a little bit more in a non-judgmental way. I know what it's like to be, prejudged beforehand with certain people looking at you strangely, or just thinking, that we're hopeless, or whatever label mentality that people may have on us. So also feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Facebook. Feel free to share these videos around to family and friends. So without further ado, guys, thanks for your support, thanks for watching, do your love what you do. Until next time, Aspie signing out. I'll see you all again soon.